say e brew sana itimete sa pepepe mo di dache e wiase nipa ba ko ntimi ndi da bebre sa chairman Pascal da bia osigusro na wo sere enra de enam de example no ye bomu tiitia monim Kwame
Ken
bre na di nkomo kakra because wo hunia bebre e wo game no ma obepese awefo ene atifo ebehu
me da se Ken said you two no enura matches course we be bekoso nti me sha se free enura de na ma pagem dia be ne Ken before say me call Madrid game I mean the Cambo Inter Milan for Nabaso because UEFA Champions League aye bono it seems say ye ka omo ye ade o ka omo ye ade ba nipa do na no en tag Inter Milan say omo a good side by to go to Allianz Arena no akwa kwehye Bayern 2-1 enye easy Inter team na ma witness no o ka teams are away Europe omo kra balanced team defensively omo very good offensively omo very good omo timi control game omo good bench omo ye team a omo betimi eno abo any style of football see yen defend yen control yen attack bi bia pese Inter Milan ebeye bia no omo betimi no waye and let's not forget Inter Milan bobuko no Ken omo ye bobuko ba ko a eba coaching aspect of the game are tactically Inter Milan for no omo coaching ye very good a ne system na approach bibia work on the field of play and enye me wan say so far in the UEFA Champions League Inter Milan for no about 11 games omo lose just one I consider 3 goals omo ye team ba ko a en confront time ball mabaso by to be honest na Bayern about 22 games e wo UEFA Champions League go fie Bayern bobu ko ni lusu Inter etimi akwa we akwa akwche no e wo sa man for sha ase ma o mani ko Inter Milan bobu ko no so Simone Inzaghi any Inter Milan bobu ko no omo ye ade ye ka team so mbetimi ha adwen e wo UEFA Champions League a Inter Milan e capable say obetimi akwa team bi adwen so ma membo Inter Milan for aba so enra ye ntimi enro mu game by going to Allianz Arena winning 2-1 Inter deserve a lot of credit Ken after the mami ram into the game course so ewo Emirates Arsenal miensa Real Madrid and Shebi edwuma ayeye no obi a wetie me from day 1 besi ne se me analyze game a me mfa me team a me support and analyze game me ye fair me ye critical na ma ye factual in my analysis the fact say me ye Real Madrid ni no nche say everything I was say Kodema Real Madrid no so we Real Madrid fan na wutie me awie na wo hwe me awie a menye blame games but Arsenal for abaso mum ball na enra Arsenal boy ye no see a total dominance in football enra Arsenal enya total dominance over Real Madrid enya afi na me betena say na Carlo Ancelotti anya de ana Koto aye say ana David Alaba aye say debi ball na Arsenal boko ball ni enra no Arsenal for deserve every credit and acknowledgement Arsenal na omo way better than Real Madrid enya afi na aba be blame games bia but Arsenal for ni mo mabaso because enra Arsenal am a 5-star performance se football na ye die chire no traditionally you will 6 key aspects of football you will the tactical aspects collective aspects technical aspects individual physical and the mental aspect of the game and the football na ye bon you will 6 traditional aspects of the game enra obi nche me one aspect a Real Madrid dominating Arsenal every aspect of the game Arsenal dominating Real Madrid and to me betena ha say be blame game say Carlo Ancelotti anya de by rather me the credit ni na be ma Arteta any Arsenal bobuko ni say enra no me ye super enra Arsenal am a 5-star performance after the yenya botanium break game ni down the game ne call ye no ye bie game nim no obi anya no wante antiase te say de bie si ye no ken enra Arsenal na ye the better side Arsenal game plan Arteta di remu anyhow our players need to execute game plan na ye excellent yes as ye say enra Arsenal and attack more on paper na Arsenal ball 4 back na Arsenal ball no anytime be Arsenal be initiate attack no better na 3 back mostly anytime be enra Arsenal be attack be no Luis Kelly na obo as a left back move back inside ebeka pate ho as an invented midfielder so anytime be Arsenal be initiate attack be no ekoka Saliba Kiwior and Timber we chiro as the 3 back na Thomas Partey Anna Louise Kelly are operating as the two deep central midfielders. And between Pate and Abrante Fence Louise Kelly, Pate acting as the director. Anytime we are Arsenal be initiate attack. Now Louise Kelly are operating as the gateway to Arsenal for build up. No? So Arsenal build up mostly a 3-2 build up. So omunya 3-2 build up now. Then two offensive number 8s, Declan Rice and Abrante friend say Odegaard. A move inside. Na player na obo as a first number na e was so leading Arsenal for attack. Marino no was a drop deep acting as a floating forward. So anytime Biano Arsenal, you say game na se kosi a point no because of Arsenal almost structure anyhow omo body up no Arsenal enya central control because Arsenal all the phases of omo build up na omo dominate Real Madrid. Arsenal first phase of omo build up omo shall say for omo goalkeeper David Raya. If David Raya ho na wanya Timber Saliba and Akirio. By Real Madrid 4 defender, 2 players omudi kan e defend no Mbappe ni Vinicius Junior. So Arsenal for first phase of omo build up no on benya 3 versus 2. Arsenal enya numerical advantage over Real Madrid in Arsenal first phase because Arsenal ye build up Kweku Kirio Saliba Timber nipa 3. Real Madrid the defender Real Madrid for first phase of omo defense no Vinicius Junior Mbappe 2 versus 3. Arsenal ewa advantage in omo first phase. Oba Arsenal for second phase Louise Kelly inverted waba bedane midfielder. Our Pate as the director. Our Odegaard and Declan Rice as an offensive number 8. Marino na nka wose inside the box no. Also drop deep bedane floating midfielder. And in the midfield centrally, Arsenal for second phase almost 5 players. Against Real Madrid 4 midfielders Camavinga, Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, Luka Modric 4. So in Arsenal so second phase of omo build up no almost 5 versus 4. And the idea no na Arsenal dominating Real Madrid. Arsenal control game. Arsenal team beating Real Madrid for a defensive line in I say. The first phase of Arsenal build up, Arsenal were numbers. The second phase of omo build up, omo numbers. And Arsenal dominating Real Madrid from the central midfield. Arsenal in control. So centrally, it was Arsenal Football Club dominating Real Madrid. Now, Oko wide area now coming sir. A one assembly wo. On say na no be edi nkomo no say. Bukayo Saka, David Alaba, Fede Valverde, then Gabriel Martinelli, 1 versus 1. But to be honest with you, Papa your friend is Arteta. Osuadie. In terms of the tactical aspect of the game, Enra Arteta Businia man Carlo Ancelotti on the rings. On say anytime be a Real Madrid defend Biano on the left side. Baby a David Alaba wono. Oh expect Camavinga. And I said Jude Bellingham be defensive cover. Now I cover David Alaba. Now meant me and Bambenya 1 versus 1 versus Bukayo Saka. By Arsenal were so intelligent Arteta every day game to the stand say. On my time Biano or planted Martin Odegaard. Ewo Camavinga and I said Jude Bellingham so. So the moment of planted Martin Odegaard on Camavinga Jude Bellingham no. Ebe force Bukayo Saka say Obenya 1 versus 1 against David Alaba. And the F1 say Real Madrid a defensive cover for David Alaba no. Were planted Martin Odegaard on Real Madrid for defensive cover. And to say, oh, yeah, Camavinga will focus on Odegaard so. Oh, yeah, Jude Bellingham will focus on Odegaard so. After the Asaba Benya Saka, David Alaba 1 versus 1. And yan 1 versus 1 no. Saka the left side near Shadi. Baby a Martinelli wono. The same plan, the same approach. Baby a Fede Valverde as the right back. Oh, expecting Rodrigo say on the defensive cover for Fede Valverde. In this case, we're planting a branch of fence Declan Rice on Rodrigo. And to Rodrigo to me, Fede Valverde that defensive cover. But rather, I also focus on Declan Rice, Martinelli, Benya, Fede Valverde, 1 versus 1. So, in the Arsenal game, no, centrally, Omu Kreti, from the wide area, left side, right side, Omu Kreti, and to prove further, Namema of further proof about Asema Mekano, Yenshe Arsenal attacking side, Kweku, Wadaruman Kabetima Bema Mia. On the football attacking sides, no, either side would be attacking from the left, from the middle, and answer right. Who say Enra Arsenal? Enya a balanced attacking side. Yeah. Left side on you're saying
32.
Middle you're saying
32.
Right side you're saying
36.
After the one who balance.
Yeah.
On setting you a attack, I want say left side near more. By Enra in the case of Arsenal, how almost setting up no left side you're 32%, middle you're 32, right side you're 36. And to a balanced attack, that's the reason why Enra Arsenal 11 attempt to score. Emu 8 on target, and onya 3 goals. Where the third goal a 16 sequence of passes from David Raya. Kosi said the Marino Eshegono. Omo pass a ball in 16 times. Nanka Real Madrid conceded 3. na the goalkeeper here says 5 enna enya Courtois Real Madrid betima concede more than 5 goals Courtois he saves in 5 so enna Arsenal attacking third no mo exceptional defensively solid display by Arsenal enna when they attack more enya Arsenal enna when they create chances more Arsenal when they control game more Arsenal by all a team or cover distance kese on the field of play say Arsenal enti Arsenal say olusubo na or say proactive mame Arsenal distance covered na fache Real Madrid na nka abeka say yes ni bebrebe no a wo defend na nka wo say Real Madrid mom e cover distance kese by enra Arsenal e cover 113.9 kilometers Real Madrid are no all defending no cover 101.2 kilometers enra Arsenal distance covered difference are no Real Madrid one no e 12.7 so defensively na Arsenal e great individually enra hwe Thomas Partey e boss in finfin ho Partey jin finfin fi calmness ye defend ya Partey nie ye attack ya Partey nie na oye tempo setter e wo game nim enra na Partey e de sa calmness ne ba obi to say Luis Kelly excellent display by him and Abrante ye friend say Declan Rice on him said na Real Madrid for air practice set pieces corner kick and a boy you be floaty by timer free kicks never to ho no so what ya Arsenal for set piece coach Jova e instructe Arsenal Declan Rice mo say omon floaty ball no omon fa ball ni nkom e ho na Bukayo Saka ka che Declan Rice say so what na obetima bo direct free kick abose so individual brilliance and a man Declan Rice dominated to be honest with you enra Arsenal na omo ye better than Real Madrid eni say Real Madrid for ye blame games e what say we Madrid ni accept say team enra who face no na Arsenal e better than Real Madrid every aspect of the game na Arsenal e better kitwe bi on a game no Barcelona against Dortmund Kweku minimum analysis a obeya obeka say Dortmund ye favorite to me Barcelona ye favorite but there ba ko e was say Barcelona ye very careful ye say unim say this season in the UEFA Champions League every away match be a Dortmund she go every away match be a Dortmund e she go omo ye very aggressive omo ba attacking football omo good players Karim Adeyemi ebe running with his speed Julian Brandt as an old-fashioned creative midfielder then Obaba Benya Eyo Gurasi I obetima peke high balls ni na by to be honest I feel Barcelona ebe win game we 2025 Barcelona form mentally Barcelona for how many abre a game am pese me ha me hu bebre to me nyame ya do match na betwe game na wie no me hu ne say Barcelona ebe win this game we and your opportunity ye per season bia me hu ne say Barcelona betima ko UEFA Champions League final this season
omo held big one against Inter Milan
they say Inter game na enye over sao oh yeah by still na Inter your favorite but to be honest with you semi per season na Barcelona ebetima ko UEFA Champions League final this season and the last time omo je no Germany I believe Barcelona ene omo form no say unya analysis bebre Barcelona ebenya ne win and was Barcelona qualify ene eni so omo de ko signal Iduna Arena Barca be qualifier and Barcelona betima se ne 3 and 4 by omo making sure say ometre ho no one in here say every away match Dortmund is a go this season in the UEFA Champions League. A win for Barcelona.
A win for Barcelona. Mami son to us to our screens so Kwame. See, let's get more interactive. Biggy, Kwame. Except for it's over joining our television also. Now, me more big screen so Kwame Edward for the tactical aspects of the game. Me to us so me for different direction. Now, match now. When you many BSC or games anymore, you need to have a look at it. So joining on Facebook. Now, one may get some more interactive because. And you many brain now a see what game no we need to have a discussion. I remember very well said, and not by this time coming. One of those discussions we're having they say it's coach Obebo Lucas Vasquez as a right back. And I said Obebo Fedi Valverde left back what we debated they say David Alaba left back na Auburn. M1 Madrid. I am sure one of the words I used was that may not be shocked. It looks like Okra Kwame now we are shocked. The supporters no. Then you'll be one say, why would you want to risk a David Alaba against Bukayo Saka? Say game neba or you're dangerous. Only Carlo Ancelotti and the reason why. Now, one of those things that we feel say a headache can say, Mama, in the next picture I'll be one iconic picture, and if me Florentino Perez, I will be very, very angry if I try and call the next one. And they say, clearly Now to say Antonio Rudiger on your feet. Oh, I mean, throughout the season, Rudiger was back on compesa and 9 in your face. Back over about 12 minutes. You walk cross the Rudiger Ampa or Sia Kamavinga said Kamavinga, any ball. All clear the 9 year with me and clear. It's a ball Kamavinga and Anka Eshe. Look, this is Madrid for left center back. And a left back in Yetio. These are guys defending against Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard. And a bandage above 1 9. Clearly, Omunya fits. It is Omunya fits. Why would you want to raise this boy? Throughout Alaba Kradi on your face to cry. A brother Frangasia Ewo. They concern back on it. Because I thought it was a wrong decision for Carlo Ancelotti to do that. Now, you got the next one. Kwame. Afei, yeah, discussing Arsenal playing very well. But maybe more 2 basic instances to be here. If you say Madrid for no, they could have taken advantage. Now, watch this. We'll come back. Watch this very well. Wait, Arsenal taking advantage of loose Real Madrid for fullbacks because you started game no. Acquire no Martinelli, Eddie Freddy Valverde first no. Me who say Freddy Valverde watch no game sada. You started game no. Martinelli footballer. Na Freddy Valverde e ho po. Ba ko na acquire crosser. Declan Rice boy e ko ball. Raul Asensio sa we vache. I think this was a clear penalty. Because direction na ball the air con. Suddenly knew it was heading towards the goal. And the referee Angie. But on the other side of Bukayo Saka so yeah. Alaba Nwejima. Now, Ken, and Kwame, Biggy. Come here, it is not as if Madrid did not create openings. You bought 3 minutes inside the game. Arsenal air attack and a mistake body they did Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka almost back pass. And the body they did Vinicius Junior. It was 2v1. Now open then. You have more chance to say score. You got next one. Vinicius Junior miraculously or the ball as I saw pass the ball and the other. Or the ball never or the ball never Arsenal because initially you had the ball the man. No, it was Ono versus Saliba and away. Mbappe 2v1. This was clear chance early stages of the game. But on the ball never actually do a simple pass or the outside the foot scale. Moments. You don't destroy moments like this. Let me give you one example again. Your ball came the 30th minute. Jude Bellingham Emma true pass to be Edema Kylian Mbappe. I'm sure you do remember some instance. No? Mbappe, this is another clear chance. Madrid could have taken advantage. As at this stage, goalless draw. Some of these things, one year I will come back and hunt you. You are discussing Declan Rice. We'll come back to him. We are discussing a lot of positives about this game. One thing we are failing to do, they say, Madrid had chances. I want just 2 examples. 3rd minute, Vinny, that was all passing. 30th minute today. This is Kylian Mbappe. 1v1 here, ball no boss your goalkeeper. Do you do this? Now, you got the next one. I'm in some more come off. It's born yes, in the first half, Arsenal played very well. And then now Kwame highlighted here, but I say one of those things it got me excited. They said, Skelly now all ball left back, no, or Yakwada. Obefresi Rodrigo Guesa, I was saying the young no, but Ateta ye bold, say, oh my Quran, imagine if you will be, or inventing the cat Thomas party. That was a bold decision because Rodrigo guessed a game no swap. Just about any free made for Echo Takeno. But Arsenal almost through because anytime Arsenal here build up, Thomas party and then a branch for the scale, or Mumu, and it's just the double pivot. Almost to be Bob easy because timer. Mbappe, any Vinicius Junior, time on moped on ball. And Kwame, I was extremely disappointed in the Madrid team because it looks as if said they entered the game knowing said game no yeah me box. You say we game no about. So their attitude was poor. Especially with Carlo Ancelotti. So pre-match, Oko can say, we are playing a 4-4-2. We want to be compact. And one of them coach in the person offer 1-0 be or lose 1-0 be crowd. Okay. Or you saw come and power. Take advantage. That was poor. And no never players no. Even at 2-0, who will say Madrid for a serious about the game, They were relaxed because they knew say, oh, 2-0 Arsenal day. That was a bad attitude. About your next one, your bonko. Now, Yansha free kick in Unayan Kamasam Kakra because I want to highlight this. Kwame Biggy, this is the free kicker, Declan Rice in Yaya. Me person be training my bear me and some free kick. Declan Rice, and you only the ball Arsenal free kick, never. The was a free kick, you know. Normally, I am Martin Odegaard. And then I'll call back picture now who say Odegaard any Declan Rice because Odegaard they bought a free kick. And on the Kasa and now Odegaard a Jaimam. Because Nicholas Jova, I catch that young next one. Nicholas Jova, I catch that Bukayo Saka's on your board because here Bukayo Saka. And now, Declan Rice, in better than many be see here. It's Jova and say, young Kwa ball or no. He meant to say, on your in swinger. It's Declan Rice in Momuba. It is going here. Not ask na Flaba attack your head. So what's Declan Rice? Shadi Yepa, oh, share television one. Share Declan Rice city. Shahin, share baby, yes, uncrossable in fanfa. Small baby, and it's in the air. It's at this stage. Me sure say even the Arsenal players no they knew say boy never Kelly born. It's Thibaut Courtois. One way, once he said one year, and I don't blame him. The reason I don't blame him is say, on him said Declan Rice one more free kick direct he said that. It's oh obey cross because Declan Rice quite a ball and it's baby of a cross the ball in the apple. It's ideally so be only free kick you will be a goalkeeper is say walla or the one extra player a big because only Pefe say eba say you bend the ball no we never block. It won't say come in the Biggy and I'm a boy. On say space in the house here, Obia Betina Kelly board in the action. But Thibaut Courtois and fan of who because he knows very well upon only free kick ball. Any case, coach will say, Honey about a cross. So, it's let me say, and from so by war no more. But I don't blame him because I understand. So don't himself boy no ombo. Only for next one, Declan Rice to sports star angle no and not the ball the edition. You next one. And on the board, that was individual brilliance because clearly, coach is a member, Obiasi member, on one case they feel say I was so bad because he had realized he said, players now loose and will take advantage. But to the second one, so let me give you a closer look. Kwame, anyway, and you want kakra. This is the Real Madrid wall, and I asked now 4% omusu goalkeeper name. Thibaut Courtois in him, and almost swire 3-man wall. Now, me pamucho FIFA man and saying about free kicks. They say we are waller. Arsenal player anyone can show question FIFA because and can any tires up. FIFA says I'm talking now because we free kick in Bunitino. Yaya wall area also so proud. Yeah, bet me edge space kakradia to and also so why would they allowed. It's clearly free kick, you know. Thibaut Courtois on Come here, some Mickey, and now who angle no say. Biggy who say. Because I said me who so who, and I'm me na me who near me. Oh, and I'm a boy.
There's a little space in between the two walls. Until possibly, baby, I caught what Ginane dear. Me feel say there was at least who.
A ball in the wall. Arsenal
warning. Yes.
Until who born ye.
So I said me who's so born.
If you say ye dear me no be arguing. But at least in situations like this, who a goalkeeper, the little opportunity I'll be nyane kakra when you be boss no. E wo say otimi ye bibi. So what if the one kasa warning kwan and a born there you two born fast way?
Well, because me there, me so who born ye. It's the time I Declan Rice ever born. O move steps back or echo. I say, and sana all back the other direction. It's a horse so you cannot say entirely without blaming Thibaut Courtois, but the entire have no so maybe better Thibaut Courtois and say, baby I born a crochet, you know. I'm not sure so maybe it's not next one. Baby I born a crochet, me sure said goalkeeper you be nyaku go do achi ball, me pa cho mu am kakrama ina Ghana for ehwa enwa de ni. Baby I born you crochet, over na watch ball. I mean, it's clearly an individual brilliance. And the Arsenal they do purpose. It is not as if Madrid did not get their chance. They got their chances, but Salah had this kind of attitude. You fan go baby, and now I saw Madrid players, you know. Anything you play game, who be some players and now we are going to do comeback. ɛhyɛ ɔmo tiri mu sɛ Arsenal deɛ ɔmo duru bɛ na ba wɔn bɛhyɛ wɔn nti bɔɔl no lie ɛno ti na ɔmo show this kind of attitude in the game hwɛ game no there's a second Arsenal de hyɛ wɔn paa no ɔmo anhyɛ the most difficult part ne na ɔmo hyɛ because it got to some point in time in the first half team kutu had to do double saves second half na ɔyɛ baako mmiɛnsa lady Alaba yi baako fi pole ni mu Jude Bellingham yi ball ni fi pole ni mu until they had their chances Arsenal deserved to win ɔmo bɔ ball no they were serious it will be about the Dortmund game Kwame adeɛ baako a me feel say afi Barcelona show ɔmo home and away saa Niko Kovac no ne Hansi Flick yeah very close obi anim ni yonko 2006 Trapattoni Ekochi Salzburg no na Hansi Flick an assistant na Niko Kovac also can one of the assistants no and Hansi Flick enya kwan call Germany ekwa Joachim Löw assistant and Niko Kovac and any name saa be coach Frankfurt yo Hansi Flick ano na ye ba ko mu mienu ye assistant no Hansi Flick became assistant coach ewo Bayern Munich and me fa Niko Kovac as the senior coach na Hansi that's your assistant Niko ba no the senior brother also can be your assistant and na ye pamo Niko Kovac na Hansi Flick be take over Bayern ade Bayern Munich in course it these two coaches omu pa but how well will you know someone you know him by his status by a compact this one the individual players you know and this is a game I feel say Barcelona the individual qualities ahead of Dortmund and you can I play the advantage of Barcelona Biggy continue
Kweku and Arsenal and Real Madrid adia ba kwa me hu ye ne say there was definitely going to be that time and there's going to be a defeat like this and I stay in the face of Real Madrid but the woman say udi nkomo no ana udi Madrid ho nkomo enya ba Champions League pe e wo se utwa so based on the history and the performance of the Real Madrid team enti enu nti no na ma asem ne kana kwa ye den so obeka say Arsenal be kwa share Real Madrid a convincing results or score line e be den so obetimi aka sa asem no but so what Real Madrid this particular season for the first time in the history of Real Madrid both group stages of the Champions League no omo lose 3 matches na been to Real Madrid da our Champions League mu eti Madrid bo ko no gia ye gi omudi se Madrid bo Champions League and money more konkan ne money more osoro no so be lose 3 matches go group stages no and to Madrid but this particular season Kweku e be to Real Madrid it right from the group stages there were certain signs are not but then again ebedu stage say ya wontimi nka ne kese en na medi kan say eye Real Madrid nti o kan na waja kwan ato ho na watwa so because it is the Champions League and ye ka Champions League no and Real Madrid Carlo Ancelotti in Real Madrid this particular season on performance in big games at the same say domestically say Champions League mu matches are tough the Real Madrid ni na the difficult games no most of them they say Real Madrid betim ya win it Madrid no ya Madrid enim say the modern was our Champions League nim no this season in the Champions League big games difficult games for Real Madrid aya na they so bo Madrid they win it this season in the Champions League Liverpool actually 2-0 it was in the Champions League this season Lille actually 1-0 it was in the Champions League this season Otina Fiema AC Milan koko share 3-1 it was in the Champions League this season AC Milan e share Madrid 3-1 no not throughout the season AC Milan intimi winning match wa away but otimi koye Santiago Bernabeu e share Real Madrid 3-1 and into the make say defeats like this was staring in the face of Real Madrid right from the start of the Champions League but now kwa Madrid intino nane kana kwa ye bibi e honum as we speak Madrid are losing 5 matches in the Champions League this season the last time it happened to Real Madrid was in 2000-2001 season and it be to Real Madrid so about Champions League in a single campaign now Madrid are losing 5 matches at Madrid this particular season it's clearly Real Madrid na yehu e mode ma yehu ne so omo bono yen share den hu sa mode mono this particular season in the Champions League. But once it is the Champions League and it has gotten to the knockout stage, ube sure ube kani bebre. Ebiem subuan yentimi fa mo abrebe yi Carlo Ancelotti de na film Kweku. One of the biggest mistakes mimi hu say Carlo Ancelotti here and it's a woody player. I friend Federico Valverde ekobo as a right back. In a sense that this season, season national, there were players for Real Madrid that are not more than one kind. Player bako of those players, Brandt and your friend Kwame more than Mona and yet. But in the last few weeks, so I one of the players are improving the Real Madrid prior to Kwame. It's Kwame nim fin honum. Now Kwako bought such a big game against Arsenal. A game I want Kasa with trim no wakumum. Unim say there Arsenal be dominate play. Edie, not just definitely you are going to defend. And right here didn't come on. And command I can say. And yet there Arsenal be control game no. It is Arsenal be control game now. You are going to need players who are energetic. E won finfin honum because o jai game in Arsenal. Now when your mom betimi a Chelsea game na ma e won finfin na Arsenal take control pe. Your engine is broken and a better day in the amount. Clearly it happened. Udi Luka Modric koko bom finfin. The energy levels ye low. Kamavinga performance na ete saying. E di Kwame ni one ma. Na me feel san kan nipa obo won finfin opa Federico Valverde because he combines everything in midfield. But Carlo Ancelotti decided here. For none of the Brandt and the right back. And about some the yaka on countless occasions. Yes, are you true? But even with that, the defensive line of Real Madrid not end bad. Thibaut Courtois had to save them on a couple of times. But for Courtois, Ebian can come here, the Kweku Ebian can 5-0 and I think 6-0 come on. Courtois had to come to the party for Real Madrid. No, you saves in Ibi. And one of the players they said Declan Rice more set piece in Ibi here, you know. Because they are not asking anybody in Nano. Almost create chances, they be not enshare. Set piece in the Toho. Declan Rice about Baby Jinaho. Who game, that's a near difficult at the Mawa. Who create chances, but on TV, shall not go scoring a problem. You are going to need players to make me standing to the test. Big guys, men and ever party in Real Madrid on the day. On the part of Arsenal, Declan Rice Baby Jinaho from West Ham, Edinburgh Arsenal. A branch in about 338 games. On share direct free kick that. And now in a Champions League night against Real Madrid, and now we are seeing in action in 12 minutes. A branch initiated 2 free kick goals. And the man Arsenal Bobokuna. Now the money more was so. Thomas Tay Party did very well. A branch about Kwame ye impressed with the performance. And a Miles Lewis Kelly. Seriously speaking, Kweku, me feel say. And now man for trying say the bigger test for the player or be handle the same. It's them the Cristiano Ronaldo, Manchester United, and Arsenal. Any Kieran Gibson, same in 2008, example. Obebo domestically, ube performing, but at the big stage, we are seeing in a show, no, sign a performance and a bay. And for me, I believe, say, Arsenal players, you know, did very well. They came to the party, they won, and it is a winner. It is going to live on the minds of the Arsenal supporters. So say, AB another big defeat, BBC. Kudos to the Arsenal team, they did very well. Kweku Barcelona game, you know. Adia ba ko ne say Barca e wo ebie bia so the baby Tibo Dortmund moboko no. O Barcelona. Omo treble chase is still on course. That alone is a motivation enough to win Dortmund. Dortmund on the other hand, as a coach, it's managerially, technically, they've been done inconsistent with Borussia Dortmund team nimo. But Niko Kovac buy you know. Waboka from 10th position on the league log, e wo fie, which is domestically league nimo no, or the Mamba be that 8th. Yes, and yeah, but in the Champions League, Kweku about 4 matches that Yama Borussia Dortmund. 4 on Lucy. The money you want to say in all those 4 matches now, Abonu 2 ewa away, and Okokonya wins no. Wa draw 2 and wa win 2. 2 ni na no Okoko win wa away. Into Barcelona are very careful. Na Saudi and Mbitiomo, Barca has the quality, and Lewandowski should be at the party. The former club, he knows them very well. Aside that, one of the teams that Lewandowski has shown more the carry Amupa Borussia Dortmund. Only almost share 27 times. Was share 27. It's I'm hoping say ebe there obey the 28 over 28. Na niema kon kan dia Barcelona. The individual quality should do the magic for Barca because Dortmund side no key and quality players. Rotterbeck no money there. Out omo injured. Omo ntimi nsia kan be. I'm looking for a straight win for Barcelona. Probably a 3-1 win Kweku.
Okay, it's a Biggy and Onenche. Yeah, the bets in quotes no and so Eddie Bemau. Name Medima for Herbal Hospital say me go so and come say, yeah, you be a so no swear now ban waba juarisa, more hypertension, cancer, stroke, prostate, yare mono, or ba Medima for a buakwa agugu. In crime for Ebeko Pokwa Simayira, Fred Doctor, it was 0244 774
0282 tabia takum eye memedro bema beche ewo mpem bema ebema oba no ani age ewo mpem a eye tabia takum nemom tabia zenike no infections awodo bema wakwa akwati go no wodro eye tabia zenike Alaska Star Enterprise die edam niema sesie office wo be fe makachem sama mo pe blankets ato sofa covers ato Africa carpet artificial grass ato ni nyina no ye kwa Alaska